Okay, this is a New Holland 56 hay rake. It's pretty much the same as the New Holland 256, which came much later. This is the original one. I think the 256 has wider bars that hold the tines on it. There's really not a hell of a lot of difference. Then there's another one that looks similar with a belt drive, and that one is different. But this is a pretty common problem when you're pulling it along. It's ground driven. This is the drive shaft that runs from here up to there. The wheels turn. They're connected with that axle, and you got a gear drive, basically a worm gear set up, and that makes everything run and break your hay. And common thing that goes wrong with them is this. This is a shaft that runs through here, and that holds everything in place. And I'm illustrating that. This bearing, that's half of it. There's the other half. That bearing takes a lot of abuse, so as a result, it goes bad before the rest of the machine. When that goes through the housing, this sits on that, and you see how this is smooth inside and that's fluted, so that can spin on the shaft. Okay, everything's going to give me a hard time. Okay, this piece is like your traveler. As this thing's spinning around, I'll show you. As this is spinning around, it drops in, and now this is locked to the shaft. When you disengage it, it picks up, and now it just spins in the free position. When this gear sits inside, and that bearing holds it right in with that other gear, and when that bearing falls apart, it drops down, and it can spin. It engages, but it does not engage that gear, and that's why these things break down. And on top of that, on top of the traveler that I just lost, on top of this piece, there's a spring, there's a cap, and a spring, and that makes everything want to stay tight so that there's tension on this lever that drops through, and then this goes on there, and when it turns, it fits right in there, and this is what picks it up and down. So if you ever have a problem with this thing and somebody says, well, your gearbox is shot and it's a junk machine, tell them to go to hell. This back cover goes like that. Take it off, shine a flashlight, shake things around. If this bearing's gone, you can pop it out. You can call up a New Holland Ford dealer. They'll be able to pull the number out of a book. If they don't have it, go online. There's a lot of warehouses that just have bearings. They have bearings for anything you can imagine, from gigantic to tiny. And I bet you that's, even today with everything else going on, I bet you it's only a $5 bearing. And you bang it out, drop a new one in, let the shaft reassemble it, and you're back in business. So, common problem with New Holland balers. You all take care.